Balls in. So this was a really fun game of Catan, playing cities and knights, and I win the game without building on brick, which in cities and knights is not that impressive, but as you're gonna see, this was a really close and really intense game late in the game, and then for the last, I want to say 5 turns, and I'm not just talking about me and the other 2 players and then me and one other player going again. I'm talking about 5 of my turns, like going through the other 2 players rolling, and all of us each taking 5 turns of our own. And it is hair splitting. It is super close. Longest road, of course, is being stolen and retrieved, and it's just going crazy with that. And I'm still working on doing the win in cities and knights without building any city improvements, but that is just so hard to pull off. But I am trying, and I love playing Catan Universe on my iPhone because you can record on your iPhone. If you just swipe down from the top right corner of the screen, you can tap record and it counts down 3, 2, 1, and then just records your entire screen. It's great, and I don't have to play it on my desktop, and which is fine because I can carry around my phone everywhere. I can even play it when I'm not at home. Don't have to be on Wi-Fi. And on my iPhone, it actually runs faster. I still haven't figured that one out, but it runs faster than my desktop. Maybe the iMac here is just getting a little old, but of course I'll keep using this baby for iMovie. And I like my starting placements. I got the 3, 4, 8, and I wanted to secure that. And because I went last, I was like, well, I'll put my second starting placement, my city, on the 9, 5, 10, because those are just bursting with not only resources but also commodities, and those are pretty hot numbers. 9 to 5, right after 6 and 8, and probability. Of course, we all know Catan Universe's dice antics with the way sometimes it's just like 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 11, 3, 3, 3, 3. Like, it's really weird how their dice mechanics are. But I just try to build on a variety of numbers to try to get around that, or I try to build on similar numbers that other players are on. So hopefully we either all win together and get a bunch of resources, or we both get nothing and the game takes really long to finish. And got the robber, or no, bishop. That's even better. Yeah, I used bishop and put it on their 5 wood, and I got my knight activated, and I have 2 paper, and I also have 2 cloth. But I am at level 2 on both, and I am 1 away from the science bonus. And if you know my style of gameplay in Cities and Knights, science bonus is my absolute favorite. And I managed to get a sheep by offering a brick and a stone, and now I am triple built on the 8 wheat, and that's honestly what they should have shut down most, because my 8 wheat is just killing it out there. Plus I'm triple built. I could build a city on that 8 wheat, and I will eventually on the 3 sheep, 4 ore, 4 stone, 8 wheat, but 3 wheat per roll, that's pretty good. But as you'll see, I have 3 paper and 3 cloth now. So there it is. I got the trade bonus, and I'm going to get the science bonus in the same turn, which just feels really good. And I'm also 1 away from both of those from Metropolis, and that's 4 points. Then I'm 6 cards away from 4 points. Or no, sorry, 8 cards for 4 points. That'd be too overpowered. 4 cloth to get him the cloth Metropolis. Is it the politics? No, politics is blue. The trade Metropolis. And then 4 paper, I get the science Metropolis. And then I don't have to worry about the barbarians anymore. It's great because I only have 1 city. And now I just got stone port, I got 3 for 1 port, I got the merchant on sheep. I am just so set up. And I am still only at 7 points despite my sprawl on the board. It looks really good, but I am only at 7 points. And yellow gets the alchemist, of course does a 3. I don't have a 3, but not alchemist, science bonus comes through for me. And I already know he's going to take my deserter. There is just no question. I'm not that far ahead compared to red, but I do have 2 more victory points and I have a lot of momentum going. Plus I have a ton of cards. As you can see, I currently have 1 of every type of commodity. I almost have 1 of every type of everything. If I just had a sheep, I literally would have 1 of every card, which is pretty funny. 12, I ain't worried about 12, but I got the aqueduct, got the science bonus. Like if you build on a 12, you should do it out of absolute necessity because you want to build on something that is touching the 12, like a different hex, like a 6 or something. But there we go, there's my Metropolis, number 1. And no, I've already done the get all 3 Metropolises and win challenge. And yes, I've already done the get just 2 Metropolis challenge and win. I've also won without building a Metropolis. And yellow is going to sneak right in there. Yellowish orange is going to sneak right in there and cut red off and get that 3 wheat, 5, and 11 wood. And he's going to take longish road. And of course, once he puts down that next row to connect his 2 road systems, he's going to have a pretty good length road. And I'm going to really have to scramble to connect mine up because I am 1 away from connecting my road systems. And then where my 5 sheep is, what I'm going to do is loop around to the right, and then I'm going to basically loop all the way around the 5 sheep hex with roads, and that way you'll be able to trace 1 continuous path with my road system, and that's going to help me out. And right now I take it back because orange was at 12 points already, and I thought I had a good thing going, but he actually has all 4 of his cities built. And this is only on the first island for the map scenario in Cities and Nights. There are some, I think Greater Catan, you can build more than 4 cities. You can have up to like, I think it's like 8 or 10 even. It's crazy. But he gets Warlord, and he rolls a 2. It's like, come on, man. Like, there's a 2 brick on the map, and no one's built on it, and that's it. Like, give us some other stuff. But I have Inventor, and you already know I'm gonna switch some stuff around. And what do I do? Oh yeah, it wasn't. I really was set with my numbers, so I just decided to give Orange an 11 and take away his 3, which, you know, it didn't do much, but he had a 3 on the stone and a 3 on the wheat there. So if he got a 3, he'd be rolling in the cards. So I kind of wanted to cut that supply down, make him roll different numbers to get what he wanted. I mean, he still has the 2 numbers right next to each other, that 11 wood, 11 wheat, but he only has a settlement on the wood, so he wouldn't get like a crazy amount of cards compared to the 3 stone, 3 wheat that it was before. And now I'm starting to loop around the 5 sheep with my roads. Science bonus is coming in clutch. Now I can build another road, but I have to build 1 more right next to my Metropolis to get all those roads connected to the 1 long continuous line. And spy again. This man cannot chill with the spies. He's taken back a longish road, and at this point I'm like chomping at the bit. I'm like, this guy is gonna win for sure. He has 12 points. He's 1 point away. All he has to do is, well, he actually, now that I look at it, you know, on the editing side, he had already built all 4 of his cities. So he had to either get a Metropolis, which he has 3, level 3 on the blue, the politics city improvements. All he needs is 4 coin to win the game, which is crazy to think about. I didn't even realize that earlier. I thought he had to like build a few roads and a settlement and then he'd be good, he'd be golden. But I take longest road back because I want this game to keep going, extend it out, because I want to get the win. But I couldn't build 1 more road to link up all my roads, because once I do that, it'll go for, right now it's at 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and if I build that one road right next to my metropolis, I'll be at 11, and then I can continue on out to the left of my now 4 sheep 4 stone 8 wheat settlement and go out towards the 3 sheep 4 stone, build some roads out there, possibly a settlement, but as you're gonna see, I'm not gonna need that. It's gonna, and this was also a clutch moment. We were tied for knights, and then when the barbarians came, we got a progress card of our choice instead of him getting a Defender of Catan victory point, because he is now at 11 victory points, and that would have put him at 12. And still, if he took longest road, he would still win. But at this point, without taking longest road, he would have had to build 2 extra points instead of just the last one to get to 13. So I'm really glad he didn't get the Defender of Catan victory point right there. And if you do want to see a challenge where I build, or I achieve 6, yes, count them, 6 Defender of Catan victory points, I do have a video on that. Just search through my Catan playlist. It's actually growing quite a bit. And I think I have like 50 some videos on the Catan playlist on my channel. Most of them are Catan Universe, some during the beta version. And I also was playing Catan Classic on my iPhone before they released the Catan Universe app for the iPhone, for the App Store. And I'm sure they have it on Android too. It's really fun. It's like really nice layout now compared to the beta version. Obviously, most of the bugs are gone. And now he really wants that built on that 2 brick over there on the coastline. But I gotta do everything I can, and yes, I have the spy. I steal that diplomat. You already know which road I'm taking off the board. I'm ripping one of his right off the board, sending it back to his pile, and then I'm gonna extend out my road. And what else? Oh, here it is. This is it. I was able to get Crane and combine it with my 3 cloth. And Crane, obviously, you can build a city improvement for 1 less. So I'm going to get the Metropolis, and I'm going to win the game. Just barely. So thanks for watching. This was Cities and Knights, win without building on brick, and a really close game. I'll be back with more Catan videos, and to supplement my LEGO Star Wars videos, if you have a Catan challenge for me, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to pull it off. Balls out.